Hello HIW Wildside Wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Wildside TV. I am the real Bobby Munson, and joined with me, as always, the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. How you doing this week, sir?
Doing great. How are y'all doing out there?
I hope everyone's doing great, because we got a great night of wrestling action ahead of us here tonight. We're back at the Cosmo Hall, and we are ready to get things started off. Let's join JG Muller down at ringside.
That's the music I like to hear, Munson.
And look, it's your favorite person too, El Muscalo, starting us off here tonight. El Muscalo looking to hopefully, maybe fire up his win streak finally here in HIW Wildside. He's been on the side of losing quite often here in his career so far.
Muscalo swaggering down to the ring here. He's got nothing but disdain for the fans out here. He doesn't care what they think of him.
Well, we know the fans are definitely going to be uproarious when the next individual joins us here, because we're going to be joined by Michael Allen Richard Clark. Somebody who also going to be looking to get back his win streak after a recent loss on Wildside TV to young Braden Parsons. What a shock that was to see Michael Allen Richard Clark on the losing side of things. And he's joined tonight by Mike McSugar, a man we are actually going to see in our main event this evening, as he's going to be taking on Michael Richard Blais. So what does Michael Allen Richard Clark need to do to refocus himself and get in there, pick up the victory here tonight? And also, with that being said, what does El Muscalo need to do to possibly look at getting a victory here over Michael Allen Richard Clark?
Oh, wait a second here, Munson. Talking about focus, I think I need to focus my eyes in. What's different about Michael Allen Richard Clark tonight? Something's definitely different.
Looking rather stylish and fancy there, almost like he got a summer do or something.
He got a haircut. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
It's almost as if he listened to that podcast we did earlier this summer there, and didn't want to come back out with the same old hairstyle there.
It is almost like that, Munson. I gotta say, he's looking much, much better. He doesn't have that same poodle-like appearance as usual.
Well, a new look, a new venue, and hopefully a new set of victories coming the way of Michael Allen Richard Clark. Albeit at the expense of your maybe second favorite person in the world?
Yes, second.
And the bell has rung. We're going to get things started here. And some of the showboating starting off early for Michael Allen Richard Clark already.
It doesn't it always?
It really does. You might think he would have learned his lesson after losing to Braden Parsons there, that the showboating needs to stop a little bit to maybe get a little bit more focused on your opponent.
Yeah, I don't think it's stopping anytime soon, Munson.
And it does seem to be frustrating El Muscalo already early on in this one.
I think this is something Muscalo could take advantage of in this match. Maybe if Allen Clark's attention is diverted by the fans a little bit, maybe Muscalo could capitalize on that. He needs some kind of advantage to get the win in this one.
I think Muscalo is going to want to do something to really up the ante, especially after the mishap that he had on last week's episode of Wildside TV. El Asesino kicking Muscalo to the back after inadvertently tripping up El Asesino in that matchup.
Hey, well, isn't that what I always told you, Munson? That Asesino accepts nothing but perfection. He wants Muscalo to be perfect at ringside. He wants him perfect in the ring, and if he isn't, he's going to be punished for it.
Well, hopefully that punishment has paid off. We'll see in this here matchup. Michael Allen Richard Clark has got the lead early on in this one. Vicious kick there from El Muscalo. And now Muscalo being thrown around like a rag doll. Beautiful suplex there. Michael Allen Richard Clark taking El Muscalo down to the mat. And right back to that showboating.
Well, I'm sure Muscalo wanted to get a good start to this match. He definitely doesn't have that so far. He's going to have to change the momentum of this in a pretty big hurry.
And fast, because Michael Allen Richard Clark seemed to be picking up a bit of steam, but yes, nice dodge there from El Muscalo and a beautiful kick to follow it up. Take nothing away. There's definitely a lot of potential in it, El Muscalo.
There is a whole bunch of potential for sure, but he's got to listen to Assassino, the lessons that the elder masked one will give him, and he's got to follow that advice.
Well, you couldn't ask for better advice from a former Wildside provincial champion and current Central Canadian heavyweight champion, El Assassino. And even after saying that, I kind of feel like I need a shower. Kind of feel dirty sticking up for El Assassino like that.
And 2 count for Muscalo.
Complaining about the speed of the count, but I'm thinking if his cover would have been a little bit faster, he might have indeed got that 3 count there. The crowd trying to pick up the momentum for Michael Allen Richard Clark. El Muscalo having absolutely none of that here tonight. I mean, this is a side of El Muscalo we probably haven't seen in at all, almost, really. I mean, he's showing quite a vicious side here tonight.
Yeah, he's looking frustrated. He's looking vicious for sure, and I think that's a good way for him to approach this match.
I'm going to utilize that count to his advantage right there.
Now that was a slow count, Munson.
That's quite the knife edge chop there. Wonder where he learned that one from. And incredible off the ropes there from Michael Allen Richard Clark with the cover. Not quite enough to put Muscalo away. And only a 2 count there. Not quite enough. Well, looks like we're going to get another opportunity here for some push-ups. Brand new hairdo, same old Michael Allen Richard Clark, and the fans love him. Admit it deep down though, Papa Smokes, you love him too.
I admit nothing. Here we go, that slingshot suplex off the second rope.
Once again, getting caught out with that one. Braden Parsons also countered that one in their encounter, and now El Muscalo doing the same.
Yeah, these wrestlers are watching Wildside TV unquestionably.
Well, there's been some very close calls here for El Muscalo tonight. This has got to be the sharpest I have seen him inside the ring.
I think so too, Munson. Like you said, he's got a concentration, he's got a frustration about him too. He looks eager to win.
Well, he's got to do something to definitely impress the boss there. Great drop kick there from Michael Allen, Richard Clark. Both men back to their feet. And an amazing hurricanrana. Now we're going to go for a second attempt on this one. This time executed to absolute perfection. That has got to be it right there. Not quite. Muscalo finding something deep down in him to kick out of that one.
Yeah, you know, Muscalo's going to try and avoid punishment at El Asesino's training facility as well. That's got to be motivation for the young wrestler as well.
You know, El Asesino does a lot of this expecting the best out of El Muscalo and punishing him every time he slips up. Yet, you know, I witnessed El Asesino last week slipping up and losing himself to Cannonball Kelly and Davey O'Doyle there.
You must have watched a different match than I did, Munson. I saw nothing of the sort.
Well, I'm the one with all the raw footage and the one who puts it all together, so I'm pretty sure I saw quite clearly what happened.
You're the one that doctors it as well.
You can think what you want, Papa, but the fans out there know the truth. And there it is, 1, 2, 3, it's all over. Muscalo eating another loss, but definitely his absolute best performance inside the squared circle here tonight. But a much-needed win for Michael Allen, Richard Clark, because the last two outings for him have both been losses, albeit one to Cody Rhodes. But the last one to Braden Parsons, he needed that momentum back. A whole lot of fun going on here with McSugar and Michael Allen, Richard Clark. McSugar, again, we are going to see later tonight when he takes on Michael Richard Blais in our main event. But prior to that, we have got a new segment to unveil coming up next. Charles T. Dot is going to come out for his brand new segment. This Charles has 22 minutes. So be prepared for that, folks. It is going to be a doozy. And if you haven't had a chance to come out to a Wildside show and be there for the tapings of Wildside TV, definitely get yourself down. It is a lot of fun to experience what goes down live here at a Wildside television taping. Being part of the action is, you know, it's so much more of an experience than it is to be able to just watch it on TV.
You got that right. Wildside's back down on Broadway, right in the thick of things. In the middle of the summer when everything's going on, you got to come down and check out the live action. You'll be part of the action. You'll have wrestlers fighting right in front of you. It's really a once in a lifetime opportunity to come and see some of this live local wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome my guest at this time, Charles T. Dot.
We're going to be joined by Charles T. Dot, who recently joined the Wildside Brand from HIW Canada. He comes over here. He took on El Muscalo at Battle Arts in a victorious match. And now he's going to come up here to unveil his new show with his very first guest here tonight. Should hopefully be quite a treat for the fans here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what this segment will be like. It's good for Wildside to have a in-the-ring talk show. Charles T. Dot's going to host this, and we'll see who he has as a guest and what they get up to.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here, truly, because you are all going to bear witness of the inaugural episode of my talk show. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between or outside, this Charles has 22 minutes.
lamp definitely makes the setup.
What's a talk show without a guest? Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest on my show. He's the deadliest man this side of Alphabet City. Ladies and gentlemen, Fil Deadly.
Well, it's about to get too damn deadly up in here, Papa. One half of Death by Chocolate, the former tag team champions, Fil Deadly.
I gotta say, he looks a little lonely without his belt around his waist, but he lost it at Battle Arts, and that's the way she goes.
So Phil, I gotta ask you, how's it feel to be the first guest on this Charles Has 22 Minutes? It feels too damn deadly. Well, I'm glad you're here. And there's a little tradition that I would like to start with you, if that's all right. Now, you were missing your tag team partner, Kid Chocolate. So, I was actually going to bring a gift for both of you, but this message is really just for Kid Chocolate. See, I have a pamphlet here. I looked all over Saskatoon, and I felt that it was really important for me to convey this message to you and to Kid Chocolate. So I went to a chiropractor's office, and this is a little pamphlet that I think Kid Chocolate deserves. As you can tell, I mean, I might have to help some of you out because you have bad eyesight or you just can't plain read in the first place. But, as it says on here, for Kid Chocolate, so you carried your team, back exercises to keep the muscles loose. So just pass that message along to Kid Chocolate.
Who does this arrogant little worm think he is?
But this is an interview show, so good. You can pass that along, it's going to be fine. I actually do have... You know what, that actually does remind me of something. I am supposed to ask you questions here. See, it's not me. I want you to remember, it's not me asking these questions. It's the Twitterverse, it's the Instaverse. People have been sliding into my DMs because they can't tell me that you were on this show and they said, Charles, you have to ask Fil Deadly one specific question. What is it like to lose the biggest match of your career at Battle Arts?
I think he's so comical, but yeah, this is a guy who himself hasn't been a title opportunity yet.
You wanna know how it feels to lose the biggest match of my career in my hometown? Yeah. It feels the exact same way you lost your match at Scream Meltdown, that ladder match.
That's more like it.
show. I'm too damn deadly for this show. I'm a dipset.
Hey! What does Charles think he's doing? There we go. Bust him up, Phil.
Well, obviously Charles's first interview didn't go the way he would have wanted it to. Now we see the sneak attack on Fil Deadly.
I guess it's the only way that Charles finds he can get an advantage over someone who's held a legitimate title in this company. Just like how he borrowed the name of the show, it looks like he borrowed that hairstyle from the Elephant Man too. There we go. Bust that lamp up, Phil. We don't need this show anyway. We'll wipe our hands clean of it and move on.
The lamp was the best part, and now it's broken.
Well, this Charles has 22 minutes. Definitely didn't last 22 minutes, and it's a good thing because my patience was wearing awfully thin. Fil Deadly might have lost his match at Battle Arts, but you know what? There's no harm in losing to a team like the Western Lions.
It begs the question too, Munson, might we see Fil Deadly versus Charles T. Dot in the ring in the near future?
I hope we do, and I hope he silences that smug little bugger. But it's main event time, Papa Smokes. Enough of the talk, let's get down to some action. Now the party's about to get started here. Mike McSugar making his way down to ringside. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like McSugar wearing a cowboy hat here tonight. Might be wearing a cowboy hat, but it looks like he might be riding cowgirl down there at ringside. Is it just me, Pop Smokes, or does it look to you like Michael Allen Richard Clark might not be as into the antics of Mike McSugar at the moment?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, Munson. Maybe this haircut has changed him more than we thought. You know, sometimes when Mike McSugar gets into the ring, I lose my concentration, I think I might be in some bar that I'm not supposed to be in.
Sounds to me like you've entered those bars more than once, and I don't know if it was so accidental there, Papa.
Yeah, not so far, but
you know, I hear they do play good music in those places. Go one half of the HIW Tag Team Champions. His partner absent here tonight, but Richard Blais is going to grace us with his presence.
Always a treat when Richard Blais comes to Saskatoon. He's one of the top up-and-coming wrestling superstars in Western Canada, no question, and a real treat every time he's in a ring in Saskatoon.
Definitely a skilled individual inside the ring, but sometimes his mouth gets the better of him, that's for sure. I just realized that Mike McSugar wearing a cowboy hat, he could be the new extra half of the Western Lions here. You know, if BVD can't make it, we got Mike McSugar to fill it.
Oh, Munson, don't even suggest that. That's awful.
I think these two would make one hell of a pairing. I told you, Papa.
Yeah, your fantasies are the same.
It's okay, because I heard your favorite movie was Brokeback Mountain, and I really like that movie too.
It's a good film.
Brokeback, all of the cowboys, and they Clint Eastwood, kind of like Clint Eastwood. Kind of like what we do. We go camping and stuff together, and shoot things. Yeah, stuff goes off. And fireworks. Anyway. Michael, Alan, Richard, Clark, that is your name. Tonight, I'm going to do this one man on me. So I'm going to ask you to please just go back, because I'm going to prove that I can take him on myself.
Wow, gutsy move there. Mike McSugar asking Clark to head to the back. Mike McSugar requested to have this match a one-on-one. No distractions. He wants to really prove himself here tonight against the one half of the tag team champions.
Yeah, this is shocking me completely, Munson. It doesn't sound like McSugar at all to only want one man on him.
You make a strong point there. Mike McSugar feeling like he's got something to prove regardless.
Yeah, all innuendo aside, Munson, this is going to be a great one-on-one encounter. I think we've got a young up-and-coming upstart in the wrestling biz, and then Mike McSugar with 15-plus years of experience. This should be a good tilt.
Mike McSugar has been on quite a roll here in HIW as of late, too. I mean, his record in the last 12 months definitely speaks for itself. think the fans are starting to get to Michael Richard Blais here already.
Yeah, we've got some rowdy guys all around us. This is really fun.
This has been probably one of the most ruckus crowds we've seen here in Saskatoon so far. And we hope that you guys keep coming out in numbers. Keep packing the place up and be loud, be obnoxious. Say what you want, do what you want. It's a good old time here at Wildside. Blais getting off to an early start here, and a lot of the showboating that he's known for too. And McSugar going for a little bit of a view from the audience here. I think we're getting a few coin tosses going on here too. It's usually Michael Richard Blais that's using those kind of tactics to distract his opponent. At this point in time, I think Mike McSugar is getting under the skin of Michael Richard Blais.
Yeah, he's probably met his match in that category.
It's going to be like the WrestleMania of showboating up in here tonight. Looks like Blais trying to slap a little bit of the taste right out of McSugar's mouth. Oh, hard Irish whip right to the corner. Beautiful from Mike McSugar. Did not expect that out of him. That's more like the Mike McSugar we've known.
Oh boy. You know something, Munson? I see Michael Richard Blais as kind of above some tactics like that. He's a red-blooded man. He's a real man. He doesn't like to engage in these sorts of shenanigans like Mike McSugar likes. I think he might just anger Blais with this.
I think the ref just got herself a kiss there from Mike McSugar. I thought you were just making reference to Michael Richard Blais being a real man and stuff like that, but the last I checked, real men don't usually have prettier hair than most of the women that I know.
Hey, Michael Richard Blais is a rock star. He's a larger-than-life character. He is whoever he wants to be, and no one can question that.
I think deep down Michael Richard Blais wishes he was more like me. Be like Bobby Blais, be like Bobby. Blais looking to ground Mike McSugar now. Slow this match down just a little bit.
And he's isolating that left arm. That's definitely cutting down on the amount of gyrating by Mike McSugar.
Michael Richard Blais is probably one of the most aggressive superstars that we have here on Wildside. His quickness coupled with his hard-hitting ability are something to be, marveled at, actually.
That's right, Munson. He likes to use holds that will weaken and debilitate a certain limb or body part, and then he's got a lot of strong strikes, a lot of high-flying aerial maneuvers. It's hard to pin down where Blais's attack will come from. This top wrist lock is just wreaking havoc with McSugar's wrist.
If McSugar manages to pick up a victory here tonight, do you think that him and Clark might be looking down the line here at going after the Western Lions themselves, possibly?
Yeah, it would put them in the position for that, I think. I'm not sure how much they tag together now, Clark and McSugar, but victory over one tag team champion would certainly propel them into the tag team title picture.
There we go again. Blais lighting the left arm, really doing damage to the left arm of Mike McSugar.
Yeah, McSugar looks groggy. He looks sluggish already in this match. See if he can come out of it.
Fans clearly getting behind Mike McSugar here, trying to get him back into the swing of things, and he's back up to his feet, and he's fighting back. Oh, didn't last long though. Oh, what have we got here? This looks all too familiar.
I recognize this setup. Wow.
I guess you could call that one the People's Moonsault.
That's the thing about the agility of Richard Michael Blais. He can hit some of those moves from anywhere in the ring. He doesn't have to climb the ropes. He can hit them from standing flat on the mat. It's very dangerous.
Now manipulating the fingers there on the left hand of Mike McSugar.
Yeah, what the referee can't see, she can't call a break on.
Yeah, while we're at it, I'm just going to say a mad props to the referee here from Wildside Wrestling. Getting in there is no easy task, and definitely keeping these guys in control is no easy task either. So props to the officiating that we have here on Wildside TV. We got a little back and forth going here. Who's going to take this one? Come on, McSugar, you got this.
Standing switch now, going for a roll-up.
Oh, Mike McSugar just about picking up a 3 there.
Well, I'm sure Mike McSugar's used to this many position changes in one evening, but this is really hard to follow.
There we go, now he's planting one on Blais. Not enough to get the pinfall. These two men just really taking it to one another here tonight. What a great match we are witnessing. Workmen slowly making their way back to their feet here now. Oh, beautiful from Mike McSugar. A reverse atomic drop there. And followed by a regular atomic drop. And Bulldog takes him down.
Well, Blais seems a little out of sorts since that non-consensual kiss happened in the ring there.
Non-consensual, I'm pretty sure deep down Blais enjoyed every part of that. That was close, Papa. That one was almost there.
Yeah.
Make sure we're getting the crowd all fired up here. He's looking to put Blais away. Oh, takes him right down. Now, this would be huge if Mike McSugar were to pick up the victory against Michael Richard Blais here tonight, especially considering the fact that Michael Richard Blais, I don't believe, has lost in one-on-one singles action since he was in the Wildside Provincial title tournament in the finals against Cat Von Hees back in October of last year.
Yeah, you're right about that, Munson. I think it would be a feather in any wrestler's cap to get a pinfall victory over Blais at any time.
Oh. Oh, that one will take the taste right out of your mouth.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Right into the crowd there.
Into the second row. These fans getting a nice close-up look at the Wildside superstars tonight.
And once again, our camera guy chasing around all over the place to try to keep up with the action here for you on Wildside TV. That's got to be it right there. No, not quite.
2 3/4 count. Fatigue setting in for both competitors at this point. McSugar's having a tough time getting his back off that mat.
Sure is, but at the same time, Michael Richard Blais looking more frustrated than usual that he hasn't been able to put Mike McSugar away yet. Oh, what a maneuver!
Wow.
Mike McSugar needs to capitalize here right now. There it is. Put him away. Oh, goodness.
But it's a reversal.
No. Oh, I'm at the edge of my seat here, Papa.
Watch out for those deadly feet of Blais. He'll kick you at all parts of your body.
Oh, he's looking to end this thing with his patented brain buster. Oh, McSugar reverses it. Get the cover, McSugar. You got this. Not quite enough. A little too nonchalant on the cover there. Needed to maybe hook the leg or something like that to give him the extra bit of strength in the cover. But you can tell when a wrestler's really fatigued when they're unable to get to that point. I think McSugar looking to fly.
Oh, the referee got tangled up with Blais on that.
I think Blais probably intentionally tangled up the referee to create the distraction, knowing him. A little bit of that good old-fashioned playing possum.
Oh boy.
Top rope superplex, and it connects. That has got to be it.
Impact in the middle of the ring was just deafening. Now the cover.
And Mike McSugar's still kicking out. I mean, Mike McSugar has had a fantastic career, and he is a fantastic individual inside that squared circle. But man, I have never seen him at this type of quality. He is looking to possibly pull the victory over Michael Richard Blais.
Yeah, we'll see. He has to make it through this splash first.
And not enough. That 450 splash connected with the mat, not his opponent.
Wow.
There we go. Oh, Blais using that instinct of his to roll outside of the ring.
Extremely wise move at this time.
I don't think McSugar is going to be satisfied enough with just a count-out victory. Up and over he goes. And we've spilled to the outside here now, Papa. Taking the fight all over the arena here tonight.
This is what we like to see in the live crowd, getting up close and personal with the fans out there, doing a little brawling in the crowd.
Oh my goodness, right to the hard floor. Mike McSugar really showing an aggressive side of himself right now. Wow, look at that.
Wow. Walking the top rope into a tornado DDT, very impressive. But Blais is back. Oh, it's a punch to the midsection.
Did that really just happen? Come on. How many times do we have to be treated to what is turning out to be an absolute classic here on Wildside TV, only to have it ruined by someone the likes of Michael Richard Blais with a disqualification finish? You just can't stand to be on the losing side of things. And needless to say, Mike McSugar gets the victory, and a hard-earned victory, regardless of how it had to happen in the end.
Well, what a battle that was, and what could that set up for the future between these two, either in singles or tag team competition? I'd be very interested to see.
I imagine we haven't seen the last of him, that's for sure certain.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Clark just about hitting McSugar with that chair, but he gets the best of Blais in the end. About time, send that punk back to the back. Well, needless to say, folks, your victor is Mike McSugar, and that is going to wrap it up for another edition of Wildside TV. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I've been the real Bobby Munson. Papa Smoke's with me as always, and we will see you next Saturday for all new episodes of Wildside TV. Thank you for joining us.
See you all next week.